Hey guys, I am currently in the laundry room. I had to do some laundry, but I also am basically almost finished with my mom's cardigan. So I wanted to do a tutorial on Tahitian. Hopefully I'm saying that right, but Tahitian crocheting. I just barely learned this not that long ago, but somebody asked if I could do a tutorial on how I did my cat ear beanie this way and also a scarf. So I will show you a tutorial on how to do a really easy stitch. Basically a stitch that I did in one of my shorts, and it's actually really simple, so let's just get into it. Okay you guys, so this is what a Tahitian hook looks like. I got these off of Amazon, so if you're interested I will link them down below. Please don't mind my nails, they're growing out. I got them done for Christmas. This is within a month and a half. It's crazy, and I really need to get them done. So don't look, they're probably gross. I'm gonna cut them. They're definitely too long, but anyway. So I'm using a large hook because I find it easier, especially if you're a beginner, to use a larger hook. This is an 8mm hook. My yarn, you can get any yarn you'd like. I'm using an acrylic 4 medium. You can probably go bigger if you want and get a bigger hook, but I would definitely go bigger than smaller. So you would get started just like if you were crocheting. If you've crocheted before, you want to do a slip knot. Okay, and you want to slip knot right into that. And then you would chain. Okay, if you're gonna do a beanie, what I like to do, if it's for yourself, go ahead and measure your own head. And as you go along, just measure your head and it'll fit, around. So let me just go ahead and show you. I think mine is usually around, I don't know, it depends, but I have a small head, so I have a kid size head. So what you want to do is just chain like you would normally for crochet. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. You want to try to do it loose. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So this is what 30 looks like. I'm going to keep going. 30, 40, 50, 60. Wait. Sorry. 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Sorry, I was counting it wrong. But anyway, you just keep going all the way. Now at this point, you can measure the circumference of your head. So just wrap it around your head like this and see if it fits, okay? Let me do mine. I need to be a little bit longer. So we'll just keep doing chains. Okay. If you're doing this for somebody else, I'd recommend that you go ahead, measure their head, and then you can measure it out, the chain. Okay, so you want to wrap it around their head like this, basically. The circumference. So this doesn't fit my head yet, so I'm going to keep going. And you just want to keep chaining till it fits your head all the way around. Oops, let me make sure I'm in focus. Now, if you don't know how to chain, you definitely need to, like, before you can do this, you need to learn how to hold your hook and be able to hold the yarn in this hand. So this is definitely not like beginner, but if you know how to crochet and do this, then this will be a lot easier for you to learn, okay? So now you have your chain measured around your head. Yep, it's actually kind of big if you want it slouchy. I don't want mine too slouchy, so I'm gonna like take some back. I don't want mine to be tight. Now, okay, so now that you have your chain, however long you want, this is where it's different than crocheting. So you want to go into the stitch like you would for a single crochet. Like you'd wrap it around and you pull up a loop, but you just want to keep these two loops on the hook. Okay, so you go through the next one like you would a single crochet, and then keep all of the loops on the hook instead of completing that single crochet. And you want to go do this all the way through. So just pull up the loop. You should have an even amount of loops as you do your chain. So go ahead, go through, pull up a loop. A lot of people like to go through the back loop, like in crocheting, to make their work easier. I'm just gonna do this because it's easier for beginners, and then once you get more advanced, then you can go ahead and start doing it in like the back loops for an even, well, not for an even, but just for like a better looking finish when you're done. But this is just fine too. So go through each one, pull up a loop. Okay, so you should be looking like this. You have all these loops on here, and you just keep going into each stitch. Pull up a loop, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, and so on. Okay, that stitch, go right in there. Oops, I'm trying to look into the camera, it's not working. Okay. Here we go, pull up a, oh wait, I think I already did that one. Go through this, pull up a loop. Okay, go through the stitch, pull up a loop. Go through the stitch, pull up a loop. There are so many different stitches you can do with Tahitian crochet, but this is like the first one I've learned. It's the easiest for beginners. I know there's more advanced ones, and I really like the texture. I really like the way that it comes out and it looks. That's why I've kind of wanted to learn how to do this stitch or this type of crochet, because I like how the blankets and the designs come out on it. But eventually I would like to do a blanket, like maybe a baby blanket or something, or just to do some cool looking throw blankets. But this is just for practice doing like hats and scarves, but they're also very pretty too as well, especially when you do learn some of the other stitches. You just push that down and you keep going. Oops, sorry about that. All the way down, okay? It's a little hard sometimes to find the little stitch in there to put the hook. Pull up a loop. This is fairly easy. almost at the end. And that's why you kind of have they have this little string at the end of the hook. So in case you want like really long projects, I got a whole set of these wooden ones. I'll link it down below if you guys are interested in these hooks. See? Okay. I'm almost done. You just want to go all the way through until the very end. Should be, let's see, I'm gonna hook the last one. Okay. So once you get to here, where you have all of the loops on your hook, what you want to do is get the working yarn. You want to yarn over, and for the very first one, you just do one. You want to pull the yarn through one loop every time in the beginning, okay? So you just pull through one to kind of like lock that in there. Now, for the rest of these loops, you want to go in two, okay? So you want to go through this one, and you want to go through this one. So I'll kind of show you. So you yarn over, you pull through the first one and the second one, okay? Two, see that? And the same thing all the way down. Sometimes you have to kind of move your yarn up a little bit, but yarn over, okay? Pull through two. So you got 1, 2, yarn over, pull through, get a little tough, pull through 2, okay, yarn over, pull through 2, see that, 1 and 2, yarn over, pull through 1 and 2, see that's already creating a really cool looking stitch, I think anyway. So you yarn over, and you want to pull through 2, 1, 2, okay, kind of scrunch that up a little bit, yarn over, pull through the next 2, 1 and 2, okay, 1, 2, so yarn over, pull, oops, yarn over there, pull through 2, see? Then there's the next 2, yarn over, pull through the 2, just like that, okay, now the next 2, these 2, yarn over, pull through 2, okay, you want to do this all the way down till you get to the end. I'm just going to speed it up just a little bit for the time. If you want to go back and do it slower, you can pause or freeze, rewind. I think there's an option now though where you can have the video go in slow motion. Okay, 2. The only part that was kind of difficult is making sure I scrunch up these while I'm going, because you know in regular crochet you want to go kind of fast when you're doing these simple stitches, so you have to learn how to just kind of like scrunch these up as you go along, but you'll get the hang of it. 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, oops, sorry, 2, yarn over, pull through 2. My yarn's changing color yarn for granny squares. I wanted to try this yarn for that. 2. Looks like there's some people coming in here. 2, 2. Okay, since someone came in, I have to do a voiceover. So anyway, when you're done, you want to go through these little loops. You can kind of see them right here. They're like, they look kind of strange, but you want to go ahead and insert your hook into, you want to just insert the hook into these little loops here, kind of like a front post. Go ahead, insert it, and then pull through a loop, pull up a loop. So insert it through the loop, pull up a loop, so you have two. You're going to keep two on there and just keep going through each of these loops here. Pull up a loop, now you have three, and you go through the next loop here. Go through, insert your hook, go through there, and then yarn over, pull up a loop. Now you have four, and you want to do this all the way down.
Okay, so now that you have it all the way down, you can continue the same pattern from before. You want to go through only one loop in the beginning, and then you want to go through 2 loops all the way down until you get to the very end. So there's 1 and 2. Okay, so then now you want to go through the next 2. Alright, and then so on and so forth, go through the next 2 until you get to the end. Alright, so now that we're back to this side, we're going to go ahead and go through, see they like these little loops that are hanging out here. You can definitely see them. You want to insert your hook through there, pull up a loop. Now you have 2. Now you want to go through the next one. Yarn over, pull up a loop, and you have 3. And you just want to go through each one of those loops on the in the pattern and pull up a loop. So now you have 4 and so on, all the way down to get to the end of your project. Okay, guys, you can make this any size you want, however tall you want it. You can keep going, and you don't need too many rows, maybe like, I don't know, but you can measure it, and basically all you do is put the 2 sides together, you keep going, and you want to make it as long as you want. You can make a hat, you can make a scarf, and that's basically the pattern.